VISKOU.
Hi, welcome back to VISKOU channel. Today, I'll be showing on how to configure Huawei Indoor AP wireless meshing. In some cases, whereby our APs cannot pull Ethernet cable, that's why we will need to set up wireless connection between AP to AP, which is known as wireless meshing. So for the transmitting side of the AP, which is connected to the switch, is known as MPP or mesh portal point, and another receiving side, which is known as MP or mesh point. So for these two parameter, MP and MPP, we'll be using this parameter in our configuration later. For indoor AP wireless meshing, currently all eKit AP models support it, and for 1 MPP, maximum can connect to 6 MP, and for this indoor wireless meshing, it only support for 1 hook for the mesh connection, and only eKit Cloud app and SNC and the physical WAC able to manage APs for our mesh networking. And make sure that your APs is upgraded to this latest version. For our AP, we will need power supply in order to power up it. So on the left side red table showing the list of AP which will be using PoE injector for the power supply. And for the yellow table on the right side because it's consisting of this DC 12-volt connector, that's why we don't need any PoE injector to power up it. So on my configuration demo later, I'll be using S380 router and followed by the S220S layer 2 switch, and followed by 2 AP, which is AP162E as well as the AP362E. And on the AP and on the below of this AP362E, I'll be using AP162E for my MP mesh point, whereby I cannot pull LAN cable for it.
So for the MP device, I'll be using AP162E, and now it's connecting to the, make sure it's connecting to the power supply, which is the PoE injector in this case, and make sure default reset it in the first time when you want to do meshing for the MP device. So now I'll be onboarding my MP device by scanning the QR code for deployment. So once I scan, I click OK, and then finish, and then next, and then just keep waiting. So if you add into the eKit App Cloud as offline device, once the deployment for the MP device is done, then we can click on the blue pocket, and then we click on this wireless, and then mesh management, and then we create the mesh, and then we need to key in the name first, and you can use the effective radio using 2.4 GHz or 5 GHz, but the recommended radio we'll be using is 5 GHz. Select the VLAN, default VLAN, and the maximum link for this mesh is 6 in eKit Cloud app. After that, we need to select the single MPP, and then we can use the default route aging time. And over here, the member list, we need to select it. So for the MPP device I'm using is the AP362E. So I'll be using this as the MPP. And for the AP162E, we'll be using as the MP device, which is the offline one, which I just onboarded. Click OK, and then OK. And make sure that the software version is running at R24C10 or later, which will support the indoor meshing. And then click OK. Once done, we just have to wait for the MP device to online. So once the MP deployment is done, then it will show online in this eKit app. And then we can click on the upper right side, this icon for the topology view. And then over here, you can see our topology, and below here, below this MPP device, will follow by this MP device, which is the AP162E. And you will see in between the MPP and MP device, you will see 5G, which means the 5 gigahertz configuration, mesh configuration that we have done. And then we can go back, and then we click on this blue pocket icon, wireless mesh management, and then we can click on the mesh that we have created, so we can see the uplink and downlink speed of this of the uplink or downlink RSSI over here. And then you can click on it, and we can see this, the topology, mesh topology that we connected. So that's all for the indoor wireless meshing configuration. Thanks for watching.
VISKOU.